Hello everyone, we're live, Barbe High School Baseball Diamond. This is home of the Barbe Bucs. We're here with head coach Glenn Cecchini. How are you today, coach?
Doing great, playing against Acadiana. We're excited, we're 21-4, tied for second at 6-1. So we're real fired up to play today.
Right, so tell the Off the Bench Sports listeners about yourself, coach.
Well, I've been at Barbe 33 years. It's my 32nd year as head coach. I was 1 year assistant my first year. We've won 9 state championships. So we take a lot of pride in what we do over here, and we've got a lot of great players.
Right, I can definitely tell you guys take pride in what you do here. I was at the first night of the LSU Mississippi State series the other night, and your stadium looks just as good as LSU's does.
Well, their stadium is second to none, but I think our playing service definitely competes with LSU or anybody in the SEC. My boys both played in the big leagues. I currently have one that Gavin Cecchini that does, and they said that our field is better than most AA and AAA fields. And our playing surface, Guerin said, is better than the Boston Red Sox, our infield.
Wow.
So we of course we have a lot better weather than Boston does, but we take a lot of pride in it. Coach Bob Corley does all the cutting, but all the coaches maintain the field along with the players. So, we cut the grass every day, we fertilize it, we give it a lot of TLC.
Right. So when I was telling you this when we met earlier, when I've been to a few stadiums in my short career covering baseball, I see other coaches using water hoses. You guys have a whole fire hydrant.
Yeah,
what's the story behind that?
Oh, well, that's how they do it in the big leagues and the major universities. I mean, we try not to. We're a high school and we're comfortable with where we are, but we try to run everything first class, like a professional organization,
right,
even though we're a high school. So all the big leagues, all the big schools, they all have, and actually most of the high schools have what we have now.
Right.
Believe it or not, they don't have the little hose. They have the big 2-inch like fire hose is what
right,
it's called. It just puts a lot more water on the field.
Okay.
It's not just the hose, it's the opening. We have a 2-inch water valve.
Right. So tell us about how Barbe's season has been going so far. How did you guys get to 21-4?
Good. I mean, we're playing like we consistently play. If you look down at third baseline, we have an intimidator. We call it the intimidator. And it has Louisiana 5A state records. And I'm looking at it right now. And over the last 30 years, we've won about 84% of our games. So 21-4, ironically, is an .840 winning percentage. So it's a typical Barbe year. This is usually where we are, around 800, a little above.
What do you guys do to win state this year?
Well, we there's a lot of factors, but one is you got to pitch, you got to throw strikes, you got to make all the routine plays, and then offensively you got to have timely hitting, especially you got to get hits with 2 outs, and you got to get the bunts down. So I mean, basically those are the things that you got to do.
If the playoffs were to start today, where would you like to be?
Number 1 seed. That's not where we are, but I mean, it doesn't really matter where you are because everybody's 0-0. I mean, last year we were one of the top seeds, and we're the 2nd seed, and we lost the first round, first time since 1997.
Wow.
21 years. That happens, but if you're a top 4 seed in 5A baseball in Louisiana, you get to be home all throughout the playoffs.
Okay.
That's important, I think.
Very important.
But, 2 years ago, we were number 5 seed, and Lafayette was 4, and we had to go over there and beat them, and we won a state championship that year. So, it's not an absolute that you have to do, but it's always good to get to play at home. Where would you rather play, at home or anywhere
Definitely
else?
At home.
So why not try to be a number 4 seed?
Well, Coach, I tell you, when I was here covering the top 28, I had to go to get some work done on my truck. I went to Tire Engineers. I met a few guys over there that said, if you're going to cover baseball, one of the places you got to come is Barbe High School. Said they do it the right way, and I'm telling you, from the little time I've been here, I see why you guys are called champions.
Well, thank you.
Great job. Commend you on your 32 years as a head coach, one season as an assistant. You don't see that very often in any sport. So congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm blessed. You know, it's just God's will. You know, I could have been, you know, really, we're blessed. Got a lot of good things here. And it's a really tough district. I mean, you know, I'm looking at the Acadiana coach right now, and I talked to him, came over here to say hi. I mean, they 10-run ruled us last game here on this field. So, you know, it's a battle. Anybody can beat anybody in our district. And that sounds cliche-ish, but it's really true. There's no gimme games. There's nobody that's weak. You know, LaGrange has a UL signee.
Right.
It's really good. And they get the worst record in the league, but they could beat anybody with Colton Frank on the mound. So it's very competitive, but that's good. It prepares you for the playoffs.
Exactly. So, again, thank you, man. I really appreciate you, Coach, for allowing Off the Bench Sports to come into your house. Thank you. It's never good to tell a coach that good luck, so I always say, have a great game.
I like that.
That's good. Hit the ball.
That's it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And remember, get off the bench, get into the game.
Amen.